make some frozen crab cakes from the other day and a tuna wrap. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get our prep work done. Got this fine root beer for my beverage of the day. That's good. All right. So let's just screw around, waste time, let some people get in here, get ready to go. Hey, what's going on, Glenn? How you doing today? Nice, ready to go there. Now we got these beautiful little frozen crab balls from the other day. We're gonna pop them in the oven for about, I don't know, 20 minutes at 400. We'll check out in about 15 minutes. Now, this is one of them situations where lubrication is important. You don't want any stickage. So we're just gonna take some oil. Now, if you got Pam or spray oil, whatever, you can use that. But we're just gonna put a little dab of oil on the tray. You can also probably use parchment paper or something like that. But this seems to work for me all right. So we're just gonna lightly grease the tray just like that. All lubed up. Oh, nice. A long trip, or does she live close by? So we're gonna go ahead, throw these in. They're a little bit bigger than golf balls, smaller than a tennis ball, maybe a racquetball size. I'll be 15 to 20 minutes or so. So into the oven they go. All right. What do we got going on for the rest of the meal? So we got the fancy stuff, the crab cakes cooking. So we gotta have the poor people's meal, right? So we got wahoo here, what's not even tuna. It's pretty much the same thing. Oh yeah, that's right. You know, for your race or whatnot. Yeah, but it's hard to find a good dog sitter, so hold on to him. So I got a can of wahoo. It's like a tuna. It was on sale. So I'm gonna go pop this open, and then I'm gonna drain the I don't know, fish oil or whatever in it on the sink since I'm a renter. There are different rules for homeowners and renters. God damn. And I might be going to get the backup can opener. I'm now realizing why I have about 7 of these, because this one sucks ass. Not in a good way either. Alright, I gotta go rectify the can opener situation. What's going on, Jocelyn? Appreciate it. I'm gonna go open this. can opener from Vaporware or whatever. Sucks ass. 10 out of 10, don't recommend it. But that's what happens when you buy cheap shit. You don't have to get top of the line stuff, but get stuff that works, and if it doesn't work, replace it, alright? So we got the Wahoo. We're just gonna call it tuna because it's the same damn thing. And it goes. This is 5 ounces of tuna with basically like huge proteins. Lions are taking care of business. However, after growing up and watching the Lions way too many times, just all what's going to happen is your heart is going to get broken later on. So, but that's okay. Ah, Royal Oak, Pure Michigan. What's going on, Koala? Welcome back. But anyway, so we got a tuna in there. Let's put a little bit of a wild card in there, just a little bit of habanero. And that way to make sure that I have a bad day if I touch my eyes or my wiener before I wash my hands thoroughly. We'll call this a sleeper cell. A root beer, a tuna wrap, and some frozen crab cakes. So nothing too crazy. Yeah. Alright, got some of that habanero action in there. Get some bullshit filler like celeries. Well, yeah, you're right. Doesn't quite suck as much as your mother does, New Hall man. From what I hear, she was a professional. But I also heard she did some pro bono work on the side. Pun intended. And let's be honest, she wasn't no lawyer. I don't need this much celery because I don't like how it crunches. Oh, yeah. It's go time. The combat helmet can come out, you know. We're ready just in case, but I don't think I need it for this one. Maybe a bike helmet. Yeah. I mean, we're just talking about how New Hallman's mom was a whore. Sorry, professional sucker. You get some carrot in there. Now you can grate the carrot if you prefer doing it that way. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it on tortilla and then fry the outside of it. And then that will be pretty good. Crispy of the outside of the tortilla will be good, with the nice inside of the tuna will still be moist. But yeah, pretty much just tuna salad wrapped up in a tortilla with some cheese. Take a look at where I'm at with the vegetable situation. I don't want the vegetables to outnumber the tuna, so I was going to use some green pepper and throw it in there, but I'm not going to. Oh, wieners, what are you doing back there? Keiko, stop that. I'm a bit confused, Ryan. I don't know. It's about that long. I think it's an 8 or 9 incher. I don't know. I'll measure it though. I'll get the measuring tape out and I'll let you know. I don't know. This one just fits nicely in my hand. And I can do 90% of what I need to with it. Every once in a while, I'll use a fillet knife for filleting. I mean, very, very rarely will I use a paring knife. I mean, this just gets the job done, you know. Onion, throw that in there. Alright. That's going to be a pretty good vegetable to tuna ratio here. That sounds expensive and fancy. I don't know. I gotta do some more research. So we got this going on here. Let's get a couple tablespoons of mayo in there. None that bullshit Miracle Whip. That sucks. Almost as much as new mailman's mother. Missed. There we go. That should be plenty of mayo. And how much mayo you use is really a personal. Oh, nice. Yeah, that's badass. What kind of restaurant did you work in, man? You take care of knives and pots and pans, they last forever. And you know what, screw it. I was looking for, well, I'm going to use lemon later, so I can break that open. Just kind of going to give it some lemon juice or vinegar or acid of some sort, just whatever. Alright, got that in there. Let's add some seasoning now. Of course, you gotta have some garlic powder. And if I wanted to be fancy, I could grate some garlic powder or grate some garlic down or mince it, but quite frankly, I don't care. Just throw on some of this furikake bullshit or whatever, but I've kind of a big fan of it recently. And then, well, I think it's pretty much just seaweed or whatever. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm always impressed by fancy places that survive in small towns. Couple cracks of black pepper. Now let's mix it up, give it a taste test. Give it a little taster. Hey, what's going on, Phaeton? No, not my best work ever, but good enough for government work. So we're gonna set that off to the side. I'm gonna go check on the status of my crab cakes because it would really not be cool to ruin those while messing around with the tuna salad. crab cakes will be done in about 3 minutes. I will be sure to pull out on time, as always. But with that being said, we can get on to the next part of the show. But now we are going to use some real garlic because, you know, you'll see. I was hoping for some bigger cloves, but that's okay. I'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, screw it. That's not gonna work. They're too small for what I wanted to do, so we're just gonna grate them up. They'll be fine. Alright, let's get that pan preheating. You'll need it. To the side. A chunk of lemon juice ready to go. Get a chunk of butter ready to go. Alright, I hear the crab cakes, you know, are getting ready to finish, so I better go pull those out on time. That's what we got. Crab cakes look pretty good. Now, if you want them a little bit more golden, you could definitely leave them in a little bit longer, but I'm not going to. Butter in. You know, that's probably more butter than I need, but, you know, better to have too much, you know. Careful not to burn it, because nobody likes the taste of burnt butter. You don't need high heat for this, you just need the butter to melt down. And that's going to be way too much butter, so guess what? We can do like one of those miracles. Alright, got that going in. Get your garlic cooking there. That pan's a little too hot, I'm afraid I'm going to have to start over. Add some lemon juice in there. That should cool the pan down. I don't know, I could be talking bullshit and you wouldn't know. But that's okay. And get some parsley in there. And just a hit of chili pepper. Set that off to the side, you don't want it to burn. Alright, so we got our nice little crab cake babies here. We got this nice butter sauce here. We're just going to go over the top. Now that's why you want to use like the grated garlic instead of mince, because then you don't have any floaties. Obviously, it'd be better if I had fresh parsley, but you know, guess what? I don't. And then just kind of a lemon, lemon butter garlic sauce on top. These are going to disappear quickly because they're very good. Crab cakes. You know, I made some crab cakes the other day, froze a few of them. Probably for frozen for this side, I would say you could cook it for 20 minutes, you know, a little bit more than 20 minutes. Well, 20 minutes, this is for about 18, so 20 to 22 minutes would probably be perfect. What's going on, mamas? Good to see you back again. You know, not really, but we didn't really do much, you know. Cooked some frozen crab cakes from the other day. Yeah, we'll call them Krabby Patties. That sounds better. For the fancy part, and then we're gonna just fry up a tuna wrap for second course here. You know, a little bit of lemon butter garlic sauce here on top. No. No. They're delicious. Hey, knock that off. What's going on, Positive Troll? Nothing too much. Just went to work. Had a staff meeting. Went home from work. You know, it all kind of blurs together. Did go for a run today, so that was probably the highlight of my day. Man. Don't worry about it, Mama Sans. You ran out of questions. I concur, Positive Troll. Go green. Yeah, I work with mechanics. You know, it's pretty good. Hey, what's going on, Kikino? Yeah, well, bread's pretty good. You know, don't sell yourself short on bread. Makes you feel better. There were some breadcrumbs in the crab cakes. I don't know. We might not all be into BDSM, Mama-san. Nice. Yeah. Just depends on the day. Oh, well, thank you, Hannah. We'll see how long it sticks around for, but so far it's doing its job. Now, well, I mean, you can forgive my confusion. The thing was labeled the Brutalist. But yeah, we'll look at it. All right. Now the second course after that, made some tuna salad bullshit. That's gonna be the fill-in for my wrap here. So, and the pan warm up here. Oh, I need some lettuce. Hold on. I don't know, it should be a border. It's not much of a border right now. I mean, fences make good neighbors. But skateboarders, not a fan of skateboarders as a whole. I think I'm allowed to make fun of them still. Yeah, or go snowboarding or skateboarding or surfing with. There's lots of different boards. Oh, what's going on, Poohberry? Almost. Made, I got some tuna salad here. I'm gonna throw it into a tortilla and call it a wrap. Yeah. That's good advice, Positive Troll, you know. I would concur with that statement, Justin. I really would. But I don't think skateboarders from anywhere really add anything to the world. Except for Tony Hawk, because his game on N64 was pretty awesome. Other than that, most of them smell bad and don't contribute much to society. Fortunately, a lot of them hit their balls on railings while skateboarding, so they don't procreate very effectively. Snowboarding, wakeboarding, surfing, all that's alright. I'm just warming up the tortilla here, not frying it or anything. I just don't like working with a really cold tortilla. I would say assertive, Mama Son. I mean, Troll's confident and Troll's right. Nope, never played the BMX game. It's warm enough, I guess. This is really thin cheese, so just break it up, put it wherever you want. And preheat the pan, so I'm hoping we don't have a disaster on our hands with stickage, but we'll be alright. I can make this a nice big girthy burrito type of situation. We got some quick lettuce in the mix here. Careful not to cut off any plastic into the mix, but if you do, we're eating microplastics anyways. But who even knows what that is? Probably some other bullshit the hippies came up with. Oh, what's going on, JFK? Looks like you've made a friend. Yeah. That's, when your friend comes to play, I like it. Put some more hot sauce in there. Wrap it up. Oh, these tortillas are old, so hopefully it doesn't break on me. And go fold side down. Now this is a nice hot grill, so it should be fine. Yeah, I made a pizza, I'm still working on making my own crust, but I do pretty good with the store-bought crust. They can make pretty badass sauce and toppings and such. And honestly, just find a brand of crust that you like at the grocery store, and then you only have to worry about sauce and toppings. That way you can make the sauce 10, 15, 20 minutes. Pop in the oven, you're eating pizza in less than 45. This is hot, so it's gonna cook fast. I have to rotate it a couple times over. Yeah, I feel like people talk about cauliflower crust, but I feel like it's a lot of people, kind of like the vegans, who say, "Oh, it's really not that bad," or the people that make plant food that is supposedly tastes like meat. If it was any good, you wouldn't need to make it taste like meat, I mean, and I'm sure there's good cauliflower pizza out there, but, notice I pulled out on time. But at the end of the day, it's not pizza, it's some other bullshit. And that other bullshit could be good. I mean, is it ever going to go head to head with pizza and be better than pizza? No, it's not. I mean, if you really want to do, Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, no, I don't really do penny trading. No. Let that cool down a little bit. Alright, I can burn my hand touching this, so let's go ahead. I'll give this a crisscross cut, or a diagonal cut. And that way I can bite down the edges, but listen, it's not super impressive, it's nothing amazing, but it's a nice tuna wrap. It's like a tuna melt, alright? Everything's gonna be delicious in there. Not every meal needs to be crab cakes, not everything needs to be a superstar, but I mean, this is more of a lunch anyways, but nice crispy outside, inside is still nice and moist. Mm. And here's a conspiracy for the day. They want to get rid of hard currency because then they can control us. No. Hard assets have value. One, we need to go back to the gold standard. But yeah, all those ones and zeros, electronic currencies, crypto, it's all bullshit. There's a lot of bullshit in this that probably ain't great for them. Hey, what's going on, Mike? Just kind of wrapping up for the night. Made just like a tuna wrap and then bake some crab cakes from the freezer. So nice mix of fancy and cheap. I will pay the cheese tax, though. Hey, Kiko. Isn't that the truth? Cyber warfare is a real thing, we're in trouble if it comes to that. Bartering economy that's been in place as long as humans have lived, has come back, there's nothing wrong with it. However, the government can't stick their grubby little fingers and leech your value out of you that way. No, not in medical. Maintenance. Michigan State did not make a bowl game this year. It was a better season though, we improved. Well, that's funny because obviously some people found a way to scale it, or we want to have companies and corporations today. Of course it's scalable. Just work harder because millions on welfare depend upon you. That's all. Oh, I haven't forgotten about those greedy bastards, Ryan. Go green, Mike. Go green. But yeah, I mean, money's just, anything can be a form of currency. You can look at an electronic screen of ones and zeros, and apparently that's now a currency. Anything that people value can be a currency. Yeah. Speaking of Monopoly, great game though. One of my favorites growing up. I think that's a different game, Ryan. I'm sure they got a version of it. Yeah. Well, they do monopolize that portion of the population. Yeah, these things happen. Hold on, which game, Justin? I must have missed it. Oh, yeah, Monopoly. Yep. The only way you can ever actually finish a game is if you got money riding on it. It's good point, Scarface, but you gotta remember, ugly men can wear makeup too. Not really, no. Dogs. Uh, yeah, I'd agree. Or just, I would probably say more social norms more than anything, Ryan. I don't know about expectations of beauty, but social norms and pressure. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe try it out. Let me know how it goes, Scarface. No, they're not mutually exclusive. I mean, I think we can all agree that men who wear makeup are not making themselves prettier. And probably aren't that pretty to begin with. Because if they were, why would they need to wear makeup? And the fact of the matter is, yeah, I think that'll work out great for them. I mean, the fact of the matter is, at least Western society expects women to wear makeup in public. I mean, that is the social norm. I think that's why hookers are the oldest profession out there, mamas. That's kind of been around for a while. Ah, man. Yeah, that's one strategy. Oh my God, I would love to be a house husband. You know, life would be pretty sweet. Just sit here and argue with people on the internet all day, cook food, and then make sure the house is clean when my wife gets home. That'd be awesome. Especially if I get an allowance. That'd be really cool. Okay, I'm glad I read the last part before I responded to that one, but no, I've never really tried pickling. I've heard it's good, you know, I've heard it's pretty easy, but I've just never gotten around to trying it. Other than some quick, you know, put some onions and vinegar for a little bit, but no real pickling. Yeah, I mean, I might even grow tits for that privilege, Ryan. But I don't know. Dreams kind of be a house husband with a little hobby farm, somewhere nice within driving distance to skiing. I could live that life. Yes, I fried chicken. I'm good at frying chicken. It seems oddly specific, Peter. Oh shit. You forgot an important part, like driving around on a tractor. That's always fun. Just be like Hank Hill in his yard. You know, sign me up. I could never be a stay-at-home spouse. Sign me up. Yeah, George Washington was cool. I won like 2 major wars. He was badass. Well, that's what we lawyers like to call a counteroffer. Yeah, of course he did. You know. I mean, the real question is, do we really think, how do we think George Washington won? Do we really think he was sterile? Or 2, how did he get sterile? I'm sure between those 2 facts, there's a lie in there somewhere. Don't get me started on Ben Franklin. I wouldn't say that, no. I don't know, Peter. Have you ever stuck a light bulb where the sun doesn't shine? Because that might have a different watt reading, or like the ohms might be off the charts on the resistance reading on that one. Oh, thank you, Elliot. I mean, I slept pretty good the last couple nights and went for a run before I started cooking. I wish. Yeah, well, you should. Just kidding. Just look at the statistics. That's all I'll tell you about a fear of flying. But that, or get an Amex and join the priority pass lounges before flight. That usually takes the nerves off. Yeah, well, hopefully I got more than one cut. Oh yeah, you've definitely stuck some light bulbs up there if you live in the Washington state. Uh, yeah, I mean, not gonna, maybe someday, but not gonna talk medications I take right now. Sorry about it. And it's really, what do you think the pilots have been doing the night before on their crew rest? Yeah, like how can, 200, 300,000 pounds of metal be supported by air? I don't know. It depends on what you're asking. I don't know what the price of, you know, most of the time you have insurance or you just get the generic stuff at CVS and it's not that bad. Oh yeah, no man, that's not the flying that's the issue. It's the, splatting at the end of the flight that's the issue. Yeah, I just have like like those old car windows where you just like open it a little bit and it directs the airflow right in there. Oh man, might have to just get some of that for the next time I go mall walking, Peter, you know. And then just yell at people, and go, my eyes are up here as you walk around at full mast. That'd be a lot of fun, actually. Now, the real question is, what outfit would you wear for that? I'm thinking like kind of like the, like the swishy pants, from like the '80s or whatever, with like the headbands and sweatbands, and then power walk around after taking a Viagra in the mall. That would be good. I mean, what are they gonna say? Like, what law are you breaking, at full mass mall walking? I have no idea, Mama San. Probably self-treating with marijuana right now. I think that's more one of them frowned upon things. Yeah. Yeah, anybody married to a lawyer? Can we bring a wife? Can we bring a spouse into the conversation to rule on that? Because you're not exposing yourself. You're covered up. So you're good there. I mean, I think if you started like air humping or something, then you're doing something lewd in public. But I think just walking around, I mean, how do they know if you're a shower or a grower at that point? I mean, it's not like they could say, hey, your package is too big, you know. I guess if it really offends you that much, you just don't look. And, you know, if you look people in the eyes, it won't be an issue for anybody. Except for like toddlers and small children, they're walking around at eye level. That could be awkward. Don't want to poke an eye out. Well, yeah. That'd be a real bummer to give an 8-year-old a black eye, you know, from just turning it around the wrong way. There's no way that's illegal. What statute is that breaking? I mean, and let's flip it around now. Well, you know, that's what I use the work phone for. But now let's flip it around though. I mean, look at everybody wearing form-fitting Lululemon pants or tight-ass yoga pants walking around where you can see every little curve and indentation. How's that any different? I think it's legal. Outside of the social norms, yes, but legal. I don't think anybody's going to argue with that, you know. A lot of people, you know, men and women both need a little bit more class. I mean, living without shame is probably a beautiful thing. I wish I could get there. Yeah. Yeah, Dolly Parton. Everybody loves Dolly Parton. You know, fair enough. But oh man, yeah, that's up in the level a little bit. Kind of like the Flasher and Super Troopers. That was pretty good. I don't know. I guess we gotta find like an indoor mall that's still open. Yeah, I mean that would make the pat down interesting. Actually, you know, the place to try this is not the mall. It's not the police station. It's TSA. And definitely go for the, you know, say you're not comfortable with the radiation and get the pat down. Or you just go in and let them take a, you know, a nice photo and just pretend you're a coat rack. I think I'm good, Mama San. Yeah. Sir, can we see you in the step aside in the other room? No, officer, right here is fine. I consent to this to search. Well, these things happen. I don't know, we're just. I don't know. It's pretty good. No, I got no complaints. And then I don't know about Maslow's law or whatever, but there was a study that came out a while back, and it's like, yeah, probably 10 million I would. 1 million I probably would. Who are we kidding? Uh, but there was a study that, happiness increased with money up until a certain point where like all your basic needs are uh, covered or whatever. Yeah, that would be cool. Oh yeah, if I had one, hell yeah. Or the ex-girlfriend, yeah, hell yeah, I would shave her head for 20K. Why not? Like I made some money off of that. But yeah, but once you reach, you know, all your needs are covered, then after that, money and your money doesn't really have much of an effect on happiness. Now you could get a nice double wide and some land for 250K, I know 250 will still get you some land in Tennessee somewhere. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Oh yeah, it's establishing dominance, Justin. Well, how long is your? Oh, thank you, Ryan. That's very kind of you. Hawaiian themed mixed drink. Let me think about it. I don't know. There's always a classic Mai Tai. Damn it. I want to hit the little heart. There we go. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you can still find it in BFE, Michigan. Uh, I think Mai Tai is a classic. I mean, anything with rum. Uh, I'm rum drinks are pretty good. I'm a big fan of them. Maybe a blue Hawaiian. I don't even know what that is, but I see it that whenever I go out, it's always on the menu. It's probably some bullshit. I'll get back to you on that one, Ryan. I'll look some up here. Might even try to make one here. Yeah, I don't know. Probably the drink I have most in Hawaii is Miller Lite, but I think if you just put an umbrella in anything, it counts as a Hawaiian themed drink. Yeah. Yeah, or just mix a Miller Lite with the little umbrella, you know, or just put it through like the little can popper topper thing. I don't know. I'll look some up, but I don't really go out to the bar as much, so but I'll do some research on that. I mean, anything with pineapple, obviously, is gonna be tropical. And then hard to beat a good screwdriver. I guess they don't really grow oranges out here, but barbecue sauce. Barbecue sauce and then ketchup mayo 50-50 mixture has kind of grown on me. Lukewarm Lions fan. I mean, much bigger fan of college sports than pro football. Gravy's okay. Now you're talking like mashed potatoes and gravy, or are you like one of them people that calls like pasta sauce gravy? Choose your words wisely. I've always thought of gravy more as a topping than a dip. Yeah, I'm cut back a lot, you know. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, well, you know, it was about time they win a few games. Yeah, you can only drink so many Cokes when you go out. Oh shit. Yeah, I forget what's in them. I want to say it's like cherry juice and ginger ale or something. I don't know. Justin, help us out. Ah, there we go. That was close. What are you trying to hack my passwords now? Jeez, Penny and Kiko. Yeah, I saw that one coming next. You know, Jesus. I swear, Mama San's working for the Chinese government. You know, just collecting info. Now that they're getting rid of TikTok or whatever. Yeah, it's a classic. Yeah, cherry Sprite. That's a good way to put it. I knew it was something like that. I forgot what was the soda in it. Oh yeah, I mean you can just add their gin or vodka to it, I think, and then you got a cocktail ready to go right there. Noted. No. Oh man, you know, I think he just likes living the good life. He likes being king, you know, and he'll do whatever he can to maintain his current lifestyle, you know. So we'll see what he does. Yeah, what street did I grow up on? I don't know. Eucalyptus Avenue. Try spelling that one out. Yeah. Yep. Definitely get probably, every once in a while I just gotta make sure to throw out Tiananmen Square to see who gets booted from the chat or whatever. Yeah. You look at the post. Oh, yes. That's good spelling there. But yeah, if you say enough pro-American anti-PRC, oh, Timon, yeah, I've heard that one, and it's not blown, it sucked a golf ball through a water hose, and it's a garden hose, at least get your pop culture reference right, and that is from Full Metal Jacket, so try harder next time, Mama-san. Gotta get your movie references right. No, I have not. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we were definitely headed down that road for a while there. When, Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all of social media was, had put their hand on in the media and, onto the election stuff with their truth filters and fact checkers and all that. But Full Metal Jacket was a good movie. You know, but I don't know. It's getting kind of late here, so good talk tonight. Good food. I really thank you all for joining this. Yep. And when we die, we just regroup in hell. But yeah, the Marines, they're something special, But Ryan, Justin, Mama, Son, everybody else that jumped in. And thanks for joining. Y'all have a nice night. Cheers.